Folks, we are back with another video right here on my Twitch live stream channel. If you guys watch me on Twitch, you're watching the early access before it becomes available again as a rerun on my YouTube channel. If you guys watching the rerun on my YouTube channel, welcome to playlist episode number 5. Now, in this video, we are returning to playing The Chase. Twists and turns with this kind of trivia when it comes to The Chase. A much different atmosphere with all the other game shows that we are currently playing on this channel. Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and then you have The Chase. With that being said, folks, I don't want to say too much else. If you guys want to support, you can support at the bottom of your screen, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Or if you currently don't have the space to support at the moment, you can support by downloading the Ember app with the invitation code. Join me, and we can be virtual Bitcoin mining business partners. Mine Satoshi, mine Bitcoin, 24/7, 365, play, win, earn. All right, with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and be quiet and dive right into it and get down to business with some trivia. All right, most of you guys are probably already familiar by now, but those of you guys that are watching this video in particular for the very first time, pretty much we're gonna dive into The Chase, play a couple rounds with Cash Builder, a couple rounds with The Chase depending on how the outcome plays out, and then maybe at least one final chase, again still depending on how the outcome plays out, and then we'll just go from there, see how far this episode, this video will take us. And with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and play. And let's do it with Cash Builder. Alrighty, folks. First question. Which of these inventions came first? Fountain pen. Alphabetically, which of Donald Duck's nephews come first? Ooh, I don't remember that off the top of my head, but I think it's Dewey. Yeah, Dewey. Which of these is a large mandolin? Ooh. Mandel flute? No. Which of these is a film starring Julia Roberts? Ooh, Mystic Pizza, Strange Kebab, and Fries. I think it's kebab. No. Chicago is located on the shore of which lake? I think it's Michigan. Yes, it is. Which of these is Australian slang for a can of beer? Tube, pipe, roll. Tube. Yes. Which of these planets has the coldest surface temperature? It's got to be Neptune. Furthest. In 1903, Barney Arnold set a world record on me. $30,000. That was a tongue twister because I was on a timer for literally 1 minute. Heck yeah. Alrighty, folks, we're going to do that one more time with Cash Builder. Alright. Which of these vowels cannot be made up from 2 US coins? 21 cents. Which of these adjectives refers to the throat in humans? Ooh, gastric. No. Which of these film series began first? Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. No, it's not. Wow. Okay. Which of these features can be found on Facebook? Pinch, poke, prod. Pinch. Oh, no. Brain fart. It was poke. Which of these punctuation mark is a colon? There we go. Who would commonly use the term double entry in their job? Accountant? Yes. In which Olympic sport is there a hog line? Curling. Yes. Oh boy. $25,000. Alrighty, folks. That is a very interesting start so far. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to the chase and see which chaser is going to whoop me. Alright. It's going to be down to the Queen and the Sinner Man. Ooh. Both are equal with the starting offer. I'm going to go with the Queen. 1.25. And you got 250K and 2.5 mil. Well, folks, you're watching DZPalomino here in the world of the DZPalomino channel. We go big or we go home. 2.5 mil it is. What's Dr. Kissinger's first name, who served as Secretary of State under President Nixon and Ford? Ooh, I don't know. High confidence it's Martin. No, way off. Henry. And those of you that are familiar with the TV show, you get 3 pushback advantages that you only get in the game, but not in the show. Ginger beer is an essential ingredient of which of these cocktails? Old fashioned, Manhattan, Moscow Mule. It's between the old and the Manhattan. Really? Moscow Mule? I haven't heard of that one. Dang. In the lyrics of an 80s Billy Idol hit, it's a nice day for a what? Picnic. Dang. Boy, I am really getting whooped here. In technology, what is the common abbreviation of the Word application? Lick app cat. App. Absolutely. During a 1980s civil war, which Middle Eastern city was divided by a green line? Ooh. Yeah, leaning a lot towards Baghdad. No. Beirut. Last chance. A cultural icon of the United States. What is the name of the woman known as the Riveter? Rosie. Okay. Which of these would be found in the woodwind section of an orchestra? Woodwind. Ooh, I'm leaning a lot towards French horn. Clarinet. Wow. Unreal, but I still leveled up. Folks, in the next episode, we will be playing in Shanghai. Alrighty, folks. Alright, we're going to go again with the chase, since I lost the first one. Alright. It's going to be down to the Sinner Man and the Menace. $750K, $150K, $2 mil. Well, folks, we got to make it to the final chase one way or another. $750K. Which Sandra Bullock film has the tagline, "Here Comes the Bride"? The Proposal. Yes. Okay. The grid method and gelosia are ways of performing what basic mathematical operation? The grid. Multiplication. Yes. Wow. Very rare that the competitor gets it right and the chaser gets it wrong. Santiago de Compostela is a center for pilgrimage in which Southern European country? Oh, Southern European, huh? Gotta make a choice here. No. Okay. Well, the table flipped on that basis, didn't it? What term describes a person who operates the flying controls of an aircraft? Pilot, driver, cox. Pilot. Okay. All right. Which teenage actress got an Oscar nomination for her role in Taxi Driver? Jodie Foster, Anne Paquin, Jennifer Lawrence. Jodie Foster. One more to go, fellas. All right. Baseline to baseline. Which of these playing courts is the longest? Ooh. Oh. Tennis. No, it is not. Chaser got it wrong too. The element with the symbol Pu is named after what dwarf planets? Pluto. Yes. Alrighty, folks. Let's go ahead and do it, shall we? We are moving on to the final chase with only a measly $750,000. Let's go. And folks, for the sake of time, I may not be able to read out all the questions because it's the timer. No head start. Let's do it. 2 minutes. What is a collective noun for a group of ants? Colony. Which of these Disney characters never says a word? Dumbo, Shere Khan, Goofy, Dumbo. Okay. Which of these is not in the United Arab Emirates? Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar. Yeah, I think it's Abu Dhabi. No, it's Qatar. Which of these diseases is not covered by the MMR vaccine? Mumps, malaria, measles. Mumps. No. Which island nation was known as Ceylon prior to 1972? Singapore. Nope. Which of these islands is not used in arithmetic gymnastics? Ball. Flag. Rocky Mountain Metropolitan Airport is in what U.S. state? Colorado. Yes. Bruce Willis plays James Cole in which of these films? 12 Angry Men. No, 12 Monkeys. Which of these bones is in the leg? Femur. Cool. Which of these is the name of a men's hairstyle? Caesar cut. Yes. Whose piano sonata number 8 is called the Pathetique of Beethoven? Yes. The Swiss ski resort of St. Moritz is in what mountain range? Alps. Yes. Which of these is a blue-green color? Turquoise. Yes. The condition prickly heat affects what organ of the heat of the body? Skin. Yes. Which of these films actresses married the same man twice? Ooh. Marilyn Monroe? No. Which of these was the Second World War German warship? Gruvier. No. Yoke. Oh boy. Oh man, I got the history expert. Okay. Let's do it. What is the term for playing a hole 3 under par in golf? Albatross. What creature is a raised bream fish? Which Irvine Welsh novel is a prequel to Trains Spotting? The answer is not glue. I don't know. Skag Boys. Yes. Okay. Who was beheaded on the same day as her husband in 1554? Lady Jane Grey. Which pirate captain did Dustin Hoffman play in the 90s film? Captain Hook. What type of confection are pastel de nata? Custard tarts. Which 2 countries own the Virgin Islands? France and UK. Ooh. Virgin Islands. Yes. USA and UK. Traditionally, there is no play at Wimbledon on what day? The chaser has passed. Second Saturday. No. Okay. One pushback. I'm going to use it. Okay. A halberd is a kind of what? Medieval weapon. Oh, come on. Fish! Fish! Weapon. Okay. How many UK prime ministers have had 3-letter surnames? 2. Evening Primrose is a member of what plant family? The chaser has passed. Honeysuckle. No. Let's do it. What type of foodstuff is a pizza? Curry. Philip Roth wrote a novel about Portnoy's what? Oh boy. Not my department of knowledge. Cripe. The Cree are an indigenous people in what country? Canada. The phrase winning hands down originated in what sport? Horse racing. The world leader of the Salvation Army holds what title? General. In science, the name of what room is abbreviated to laboratory. John Constable used what medium to create the Hay Wain oils? What is the largest UK city south of London? Bristol. A Caesar salad is usually flavored with what? Garlic. Which brand models are known as Angels? Victoria's Secret. Which singer was born in 9 Miles, Jamaica in 1945? Marvin. Bob Marley. Nice. %% of Earth's animals walk on how many legs? 6. Oh boy. 20 seconds left on the clock. I lost. Alrighty, folks. We are going to go at this one more time. One more of the chase. If I don't win it, we'll close it. If I do, and we'll play the final chase one more time. With that being said, folks, it's down to the Tiger Mom and the Vixen. I'm going with the Vixen. 2 mil, 1 mil, 5.5 mil. What do you think, guys? Big. 5.5. The lawman of the American West, Bartholomew Masterson, was known by what nickname? That's an easy one for me. Bat Masterson. Think White Earp. Okay. Also got Bat Masterson. Which actor links the film 500 Days of Summer and Inception? Leonardo DiCaprio. No. Oh. And I had high confidence it was Leo. All right. 3 pushbacks. Cobalt oxide is used to decorate what porcelain with a pattern of what color? Oh, darn. I don't know, but I think it's blue. Yes, it is blue. Who was married to baseball player Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller? Oh, I believe it's Marilyn Monroe, but I'm not. Yes, it was. Which of these is the title of a 70s duet by Marvin Gaye and Diane Ross? I stop, look, and listen. Yes. At the beginning of which decade were 18-year-olds able to vote for the first time in the UK? Ooh. Hey. 1990s. No. Oh. Yeah, if I didn't have those advantages, just like the TV show, I would have lost it right there. But we got to win big here. We got to win big. Which song is Mary Poppins was inspired by the school polio vaccine? Oh, dang it. I think it's a spoonful of sugar. Yes. A small part of a larger problem can be described as the tip of the what? The tip of the iceberg, fellas. Bam! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is perhaps the biggest payout yet to compete for on the final chase. $5.5 million. Let's do it. An extra headshot. We got to win big here. Let's do it. Okay. Francis Ford Coppola is famous at which of these? Film director. Okay. Which of these is not classed as an amphibian? Newt. Slow one. Which of these is closest in meaning to prior? Previous. What was the nickname of Mexican boxer Juan Lascano? Nickname. Smoking enchilada. The Taj Mahal is towards attraction on which continent? Asia. How is a haggis traditionally cooked? Boiled. What was prohibited between 1920 and 1933? Alcohol. Which of the big cats is also known as the dwarf leopard? Puma. Also known. What complete bitter pills may bitter pills say something have less effects? Something described as pugnacious is quick to do what? Blame someone else? Pick a fight. How many voting members make up the U.S. Senate? There's 50 times 2, 100. 100. Which of these is the world's largest species of moth? Meridian. Atlas. In Spanish, which of these numbers has the highest value? Uno, dos, cinco. Cinco. What hit by Bauer became a YouTube craze? Harlem Shake. Which of these months does not have 31 days? 31 October, April. Yes. Which of these actresses became a dame before the others? Judi Dench. In paranormal studies, what do the initials ESP? No. Oh my god. Oh no. All right. Okay. What is the name of the MLB team based in Toronto? Blue Jays. The Twilight Saga book series is by which author? Ooh. Mayer. Yes. Okay. Which singer featured on the Travis McCoy hit Billionaire? Bruno Mars. Josiah Wedgwood was a pioneer of what industry? Pottery. At what kind of public sale are goods divided into lots? Auction. The pubis bone is in what part of the human body? Hip. Which British female crime writer wrote The Lady Killer? Martina Cole. Rick and Isla are principal characters in what classic film? Miss Miniver, that is incorrect. I'm leaning towards Casablanca. Yes, it is correct. Actor Robert Mitchum was also a professional in which sport? Tennis. No. Oh. Let's do it. Okay. The Dinosaurs Gallery is located in which London museum? Natural History Museum. Ugh. What is the name for a young beaver? And the chaser has passed. Beaver. Kid. Kit. Yeah, I may have all the pushbacks in the world, but that doesn't mean that makes me invincible from losing. Which Friends character has the middle name Eustace? Pass. Ross. Yes. What was the name of the mother of King Henry IV of England? The chaser has passed. Deirdre. No. The octothorpe is better known as what keyboard sign? Wellington boots were originally made from what material? Wellington boots. Leather. Yes. What technology company makes the AirPods Pro headphones? Apple. Everybody knows that one. What sci-fi film saga was set in a galaxy far, far away? Star Trek. If something is mellifluous, it is said to flow like what? No, flow like water. Wait, hold on. Okay, so it's not oil. Mellifluous. Honey. Alright. In air travel, the abbreviation PAX refers to what? Passengers. SecondSout.com is a website dedicated to what sport? Boxing. Entertainer Bing Crosby died just after finishing what? A Sudoku puzzle. A round of golf. Yes. How many Apollo missions landed men on the moon? 6. In what year did Leonardo da Vinci die? 1519. Which New York borough is home to Central Park? Manhattan. What is the name of the Washington, D.C.'s American football team? Commanders. Alrighty, folks. There you have it. As of playlist episode number 5, I believe, if I recall correctly, the biggest winnings that we got through on the final chase. $5.5 million. That was fun. Alrighty, guys. That's going to be the end of it. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to support if you guys want to support. And I'll see you guys in the next game show.